I was over at Waterville Creates yesterday, and I may have come home with something. If you know Carmela, this is one of hers. I love how pretty pottery is. I love the feeling I get when I'm cradling a mug of pottery. Just it feels comfortable holding it. It feels, I don't know, delightful looking at it. I love how unique each piece is. Even in a row of ones that look similar, every one of them is different when they're handmade. I love that. So especially when I'm at someone else's home and I'm seeing a piece of pottery that I've never seen before. So several years ago, I was at my sister's home along with my youngest brother. And we were having, my brother and I were on one side of the counter, sipping our coffee. My sister was on her side of the counter, it's her home, and she was preparing some food for us. And we were chatting, it was probably 20 minutes, maybe 30. I'm a sipper, so my coffee will eventually be cold by the time I finish it. So about 20 minutes in, I don't know if it was my ADHD brain or if there was a lull in the conversation, but I really got fascinated with the mug I was holding. And just, again, it's so pretty. And I commented, this is just gorgeous. I've never seen a color like this before. I've never, the design, like, I was curious, I said out loud, I wonder who the artist was. But all over the counter it went. And on my hand. And then I looked at my brother and I looked at my sister, and then I answered the question they hadn't had time to answer or ask yet. And it's just because clearly I'm ridiculous. Flip. That's about as much as stand-up comedy you'll get from me. But my life is filled with moments like that, as my siblings will attest. Audrey Hepburn said, laughter is and always will be the best form of therapy. I agree with that. And so does science. More than just therapy for our minds, laughter has positive effects on many aspects of our well-being. In September 2023, the Mayo Clinic published an in-depth column on both the short-term and long-term benefits of laughter. Short-term benefits include, let me see here, when you start to laugh, it doesn't just lighten your load mentally, it actually induces physical changes in your body. Laughter can stimulate many organs. Laughter enhances your intake of oxygen-rich air, stimulates your heart and lungs and muscles, and it increases the endorphins that are released in your brain. Laughter can activate and relieve your stress response. A rollicking laughter fires up and then cools down your stress response. It can increase and then decrease your heart rate and your blood pressure. The result? A good, relaxed feeling. Laughter can soothe tension. Laughter can also stimulate circulation and aid in muscle relaxation, both of which can help reduce some of the physical symptoms of stress. And all that is wonderful in the moment, certainly. Yet laughter isn't just a quick pick-me-up, though. It is also good for you over the long term. The long-term effects of laughter may improve your immune system. Negative thoughts manifest into chemical reactions that can affect your body. Now, the Mayo Clinic has published a lot of articles about that, as have other science studies. So negative thoughts manifest into chemical reactions that can affect your body by bringing more stress into your system and decreasing your immunity. Well, by contrast, positive thoughts can actually release neuropeptides that help fight stress and potentially more serious illnesses. So the long-term effects of laughter can include pain relief. Laughter may ease pain by causing the body to produce its own natural painkillers. Long-term effects may also include the increase of personal satisfaction. Laughter can also make it easier to cope with difficult situations. It can also help you connect with other people. Long-term effects of laughter may improve your mood. Again, not just in the moment, but over time. You can cultivate a healthy, positive attitude by incorporating regular laughter into your life. So it can improve your mood. Many people experience depression, and we've spoken about this here, and I know all of you know that depression and anxiety are rampant in our society today, and I have yet to come across a single person who hasn't in some way experienced it. And it's also sometimes triggered by a long-term or chronic illness. Well, laughter can help lessen your stress, depression, and anxiety and make you feel happier. And it can improve your self-esteem. The Mayo Clinic summarized by saying that whether you're guffawing at a sitcom on TV or quietly giggling at a newspaper cartoon, laughing does you good. Research by a wealth of experts all point to the fact that laughter is a great form of stress relief. Ida Abdokani, a happiness coach and brand strategist, speaker, and author who specializes in team dynamics, creativity, and career development, presented a TED Talk about this very topic. Now, she, of course, when you're going to apply for a job or you're wanting to ask for a promotion in your work atmosphere, having a positive attitude from the inside out has been shown to impact your success rate on achieving that. And so that's a key focus on Ida's work. During her TED Talk, she began her presentation by stating the fact that an astonishing 83% of Americans are stressed about their jobs. And about 1 in 2 of us struggle to stay happy on a day-to-day basis. And she admitted to being among those who struggle with happiness. So she's very intentional about it as she moves forward in her life. She went on to claim that intentionally laughing for 15 minutes consecutively every day can. So here's what happened. She claimed that intentionally laughing for 15 minutes consecutively each day can, and I stopped. I paused the recording. 15 minutes consecutively every day. Laughing for 15 minutes consecutively every day. My mind was muddled with this. I love to laugh. I probably laugh frequently throughout the day. Frequently at myself. Mug. But when I'm listening to this video, watching her TED Talk, I thought, when was the last time I laughed for 15 minutes in a single day, let alone consecutively? What about 10 minutes? What about 5 minutes? Surely I must have mustered 5 minutes of consecutive laughter at some point in the recent day. I'd love to laugh. Nope, I couldn't think of the last time I had laughed for even 5 consecutive minutes in a day. How about you? How often do you laugh? Think about that for a minute. I know a lot of you, and I know a lot of you have great senses of humor. Laughter is one of the most natural things we can do as human beings. We smile and we laugh. Before we can even say words, we smile and we laugh. as infants. Laughter is among the common languages that every human speaks all around the world. Yet how often do we engage in this universal language? No laughing at me, you peanut gallery. How often do we access this life-enhancing natural remedy? I suspect far too many of us leave it for happenstance instead of intentional. Hopefully, we are each smiling each day. Hopefully, we each laugh at least once or a few times a day. Some random joke nudges our senses of humor and we chuckle. Perhaps the nature lovers among us, while watching some of the fascinating inhabitants of Earth, witnessing their cute idiosyncrasies, touch our funny bone, and we find ourselves holding our bellies and laughs tumbling out. Have you ever seen those hummingbirds competing for that water we leave out for them? They're ridiculous. The squirrels carrying what really they end up tripping over because it's too big for what they have. I have a little Sheltie dog. She's about 12 pounds. And she can outrun this nothing thing I have ever seen. But most of the time she just runs in circles. So I laugh. And I'm sure all your pets have shenanigans they get into that make you smile and laugh. But not more than 15 minutes a day. Not more than a few, and certainly not up to 15. And I don't do it intentionally, at least I haven't been doing it intentionally. Unintentional laughter. Intentional laughter, like taking the time to intentionally laugh, that just feels like a luxury to me. There's a lot to do in a day, right? I have a long to-do list. Actually, I'm learning to shred those to-do lists. The serious task, though, of being human can all too often overshadow and leave little room for the more playful parts of our species. It's innate. Playfulness is innate in us. Laughter is innate. Yet we're so busy doing and thinking and producing. What would our lives look like if we reprioritized happiness over solemnness? There are 1,440 minutes in every single day. Can you picture a day in your life as part of your regular routine where you dedicated 15 of those minutes to laughing? Laughter as exercise, laughter as medicine, laughter as meditation, laughter just for the fun of it. During Ida's TED Talk, which I eventually did turn back on, she promoted the idea of laughter yoga. I didn't pause the video again, but I certainly felt some resistance. Now, this wasn't the first time I had engaged with laughter yoga. I was introduced to it years ago when I was a guest speaker at the World Peace Conference in Harvard, Massachusetts. There was a laughter yoga expert there, and he walked us through it. He gave us some laughter exercises. But that was more than a decade ago, and I haven't done it since. I am not a laughter coach, laughter yoga coach. But since our theme today is about the benefits of laughter, I'd like to give it a try. I'd like all of us to give it a try. Ida assures that within 45 to 90 seconds of even fake laughter, our body begins to release a flood of neurotransmitters and then the laughter becomes real. So I'd like to try it with everyone here. And if we fail, we fail together. If we succeed together. But either way, we're going to do this together. Or I'm going to do it by myself, and you're just going to be laughing at me, and I'm not going to appreciate that at all. So, if you want to stay seated, you may, but if you would be inclined to stand up, I would love for you to stand up if you could. Get the blood flowing. Okay. So Ida says there's two primary techniques of yoga, of laughter yoga. The first is breathing, with the goal of filling up our diaphragm, increasing our oxygen and helping the blood flow. And the second, of course, is laughter. So Ida says the focus here is on a deep belly laugh that increases the circulation of our lymphatic system, and it jumpstarts our immune system. So first we warm up. So what I'm going to have you do is everyone's going to take a deep breath and you're going to raise your hands towards the ceiling, and when you let that breath out, I just want you to say, ha. Okay, everybody raise your hands, deep breath in. Ha. Oh, that's great. Now we're going to do it again, only when we exhale, we're going to laugh. Okay, here we go. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's work at your own pace. I guess I didn't answer the disclaimer ahead of time. Gentle breaths. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale and exhale on the laugh. Now the exercise, Ida presented several different exercises during her TED Talk. I'm only going to do one with you today, and it's called the cell phone laughter yoga exercise. And so you pretend you have a cell phone, or if you, cell phone, or a regular phone if you want to go back to 1982 and the cord's there on the wall, that's fine too. You have a phone in your hand. And now, again, remember to breathe in. And on your exhale, I want you to hear in your phone the funniest thing you have ever heard, and laugh. Look at each other when you're laughing. Laugh as if you cannot contain yourself, because it's literally the funniest thing you have ever heard. Okay, here we go. Is your body tingling a little bit? Okay, I'm going to take another just settling breath. Maybe just another little slow breath. And you can sit back down. If you've overexerted yourself, please put both hands on your heart and relax. Now, as a gift for thoroughly engaging in that exercise with me, thank you so much. I want to share a video of one of my favorite comedians. I don't know, did everyone, who here may have seen Tigna Taro when she was here just back in March? She was at the Opera House. I think she is so funny. Her jokes, her mannerisms. The video I'm going to play is very short. It's actually the shortest video that I could find that sort of had a self-contained joke in it, because she is an artist. Tig, she will start her joke at the beginning, and an hour and a half later, she actually finishes that joke. And so it's magic. It's like watching a musician perform. She's known for her deadpan comedy, and she, as many stand-up comedians, share first-person experiences in her jokes, and so she makes the already comical even more funny. Absolute mirth. She also takes the mundane and ordinary occurrences that catch her fancy, and she expertly weaves a story that is utterly gleeful. Yet she also doesn't hesitate to use comedy to address and process the more serious things in life. In 2012, around about the time I first was introduced to her comedy, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And she took to the stage in poignant, hilarious form, chronicled her experience from diagnosis to mastectomy and beyond. And it was funny. I mean, who can do that? Who can take such a serious thing and have you bending over in your seat laughing about it? But she says it's also what helped heal her. She has the ability to candidly divulge personal and painstaking sagas in such a way that transforms her anecdotes into healing balm. And this video, it's just an ordinary occurrence in her life, at least in the life of Tig.
I'm noticing, I think I have trouble with my hearing. Something's off. I always misunderstand a word or listen. I have a chunk of information altogether. I'll give you a couple of examples. I was working in Toronto, and I turned in for my flight, and the woman behind the counter said, "Okay, you're all set. You can go hang out now in the make-believe lounge." Where's that? And she said, "It's on the 4th floor." I said, "Oh, is it now?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I said, "All right, well, I guess I'm gonna head up there now." And the whole time she's just nodding her head, "Yeah, okay." I'm like, "Okay, here I am." Okay, here's the thing. I deal with these types of people in these jobs on a near daily basis, and it's typically a very straightforward exchange of information. And with her, I thought, I clearly handled on a weirdo. But I'll play. But she never said I was kidding. So I thought, okay, I have to go see what's going on the 4th floor. I press the elevator button, go up, the doors open, and there's a huge sign that says, "Welcome to the Maple Leaf Lounge."
It is said that as children we laugh 300 times a day, and as adults, at the most, 30. Whether laughter yoga or tuning into your favorite sitcom or comedian, or reminiscing with friends and family, please find time, loads and loads of time to laugh. Try to work your way up to 15 minutes consecutively. You will feel lighter, you will feel happier, and you deserve that. Remember the words of Maya Angelou: laugh as much as possible, always laugh. It is the sweetest thing one can do for oneself and for one's fellow human beings. So, Lord, be.